Good evening, everyone. It's Paul Wilson, 17th of October 2023. Let me welcome you to another podcast of the Hwanseung News. As I mentioned before, I'm the CEO of the Hwanseung Group. Okay, we are based on a cash cow of corporate business English. We're also branching out into Hwanseung Headhunting, which is search firm and recruitment, Hwanseung Gumyung, which is finance, and Hwanseung Pudongsan, which is real estate there. Just a reminder that Hwanseung means to transfer. We're always transferring between transport, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition. This is all one take. There's no script. There's no fancy editing. I'm not interested in any of that stuff. I just want to get the contents out to you raw and at the fastest pace I can. Sorry, I've been a bit slow on the contents lately. I've been a lot of busy pressures at home and also in the professional life, but I'm just trying to get them out as much as I can. I guess from November it'll be a bit more free when my schedule of 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. Classes, 12 hours a day, frees up. I'll be able to get them out to you a lot more quicker there. Okay, let's go to the first one here. Enjoying Itaewon Halloween in there sparks a debate online. So, guys, remember 1 year ago, this was the disaster zone where 100 and something students died, young people died because they went to Itaewon expecting a good time. They got caught in this trap of a narrow alleyway, and some people were rumored to be pushing, and people just toppled over like dominoes. There was no escape. You know, it was jam-packed, very hard to beat. People were getting crushed to death. So the question is are young people going to go back to Itaewon this year? I really don't know. I'm 50-50 on this kind of thing, you know. Itaewon is known as a hotspot for, for a good night out, but could they possibly go to Hongdae instead, or Kondae, some other university town, or maybe even Cheongak, because maybe the memories of this tragedy are too fresh? Personally, I think there's ghosts. I think there's ghosts that are now at Itaewon there. All these people died a violent death, and you know, as you know, even if you don't believe in ghosts, dying a violent death is not something that is very hospitable there. So personally myself, I stopped going to Itaewon many years ago. I'm not really keen on the environment there. It's too crowded for me. Maybe you could say I'm getting old, but it's too crowded. The price is too expensive, and I'm been there, done that. I'm 42, moving on 43 years old. I'm not in my 30s anymore. Time to grow up. Got a family, got lovely kids. Time to move on to the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years of my life and career, building upon the Hwanseung Group as the CEO, Mr. Paul Wilson. Okay, let's go to the next one, guys. HiteJinro is to produce soju in Vietnam. Okay, look at this. So there's going to be, they had a big opening conference here of they're producing the soju in Vietnam. Now, I guess the key takeaways is this. Why is soju suddenly so popular? Soju is popular because it's spread through K-culture and dramas and series. There, people have been traveling to Korea, just like anything in Korea. You know, Korean food, Korean sightseeing, Korean clothing, Korean technologies, Korean cars. It's all part of this K movement there. So I guess the key thing for this to be successful in Vietnam, because they're looking at using this as a supply platform for other Southeast Asian countries there, would have to be the manufacturing costs and the labor. So you can see here, it's come across a backdrop of increase in popularity there, and yes, the working age population also amounts to about 1.14 million. It's about 57% of the total population of the Thai Binh province. Okay, so yes, the soju market globally is estimated to reach 4.9 trillion won by 2029. Okay, so it's a very, very big growing market there. And I guess the thing about soju is like it's cheap and it gets the job done. Some people say it tastes like ethanol, which scientifically it is, and it's got a bit of flavoring in there, but you know, it's just it's a light spirit, and it gets you in the mood quite easily, and it's quite affordable, which is why you've probably seen it in a lot of dramas, and why it's the go-to drink in Korea. I mean, look at all these other sojus there. We had one soju from Park Jae-bom. Geez, did you ever think that was going to be a success? You know, 11,000, 12,000 won a bottle for so-called like a traditional soju that's made from natural processes there. No one's going to buy that price with the economy so crap at the moment and interest rates so high, the cost of living. Why would that even be successful? It was all noise marketing, all supply. It was just I think the one soju were just kind of manufacturing the supply demand by restricting supply and propping up saying it was always sold out at the pop-up stores. Okay, alright, now this next one, guys, is Doosan Robotics. Okay, Doosan Robotics is to supply chicken frying robots to Kyochon. Okay, so as you may be aware, Doosan Robotics had their IPO last week, and they kind of doubled upon their share price with the IPO. And I guess they had to show something for what they're doing, but all they've come out with is this chicken frying robot. Now, this doesn't look like a robot to me. This looks like automated frying. This is not a robot that is like intellectual. I think it's got a simple code in there. But whether or not this will make a difference to to saving costs for a franchisee. I don't know. I've been talking with a cost engineer at SK Hynix, one of my lovely partners there, and he mentioned that he did the rough estimates. The cost of this machine, based on the rent, the outgoings of a new chicken franchise, you would have to use this machine for 5 years successfully and continually to make your money back, okay, and be profitable there. So let's go have a look at the fried robot by Doosan Robotics. Okay, the fried solution. Oh yeah, Doosan Robotics, here we go. Looking like a semiconductor man. Oh, do we really need all that complicated coding? What's he going to do here? He's going to pick up the chicken. He's going to dump some chicken, I guess. Brunei gas burner. Who put the chicken in the basket? That's what I want to know. Who put the chicken in the basket? Okay, so it's timed. So far, nothing impressing me. It's just a robot picking up a basket and draining it of oil. I mean, they could be done by a human being, and you know, in less time. Still, look at this, plating the chicken. Robot's not doing that. So this leads to an IPO of a double valuation on their share price. I don't know, Doosan. You've got to come up with something better than that. That's not impressing me at all. Okay, I'd rather stick to my Hanguk Tongdak in Sungindong, the Bonjom. Okay, which has got lovely Tongdak there. 한 마리 5천, 두 마리 9천, 세 마리 13,000. You've got to try it out, guys. Between Dongmyeop and Sinseodong Station, it's the Inzeng chicken. Okay, now the next one, guys. Why are fruit stores springing up in Seoul subway stations, guys? You might have seen this now. There's about 20 of them operating now on the lines. Okay, they got them around there at subway stations. Pangbae, Hapjeong, Nowon, Omokyo, Sadang, Songsu, usually in strategic spots near turnstiles or escalators where they can be easily spotted by consumers who want to pick up a pack of 2 of bananas, a quarter of a slice of melon, and other small portions for 3,000 to 5,000 won. Now remember, subway stations have always been known for having a lot of bread and hot bread and bakery and desserts and coffee shops and there, but this is the first time fruit is actually being sold. Now, is this a reflection of the younger generation or people looking for more healthier options for their commute to work, or maybe on the way back home they want to pick up some kind of snacks? Don't forget, you can eat on the subway. It's not like a bus where you're not allowed to drink a drink, okay, because you might spill it, and it's only the bus driver responsible for cleaning. Whereas on the subway, you can have the subway cleaning staff come on board and clean up any spills. But yeah, I mean, they were saying, the vendors here, the rent is more expensive than having a shop on the ground level on the street, but the sheer amount of foot traffic there pays off in the long run. So basically, you've got a low margin, high volume business, okay, and if you're buying these fruits from the Cheongyangni market, okay, the fruit wholesale market there, and you're selling them in smaller portions, you are able to make a profit there. You know, card is welcome for them. And they're so busy, they're looking for a part-time worker, okay, so that's going on as well. So yeah, I mean, buying the fruit in the morning, you don't want to be carrying fruit in your bag from home or carrying a big bulky lunchbox. So it kind of makes sense, and I can just foresee the increase of this going in the future. Okay, for that one there. So yes, would you like some fruit on your way to the work? Try it out. Let me know how it is, how fresh it was. Okay. All right. Now this last one, guys, is the we've got here camping regulation at Han River Parks area triggers privacy debate. Okay, so what we've got here, guys, it's been a long debate since 2019. Han River has been known as a really nice place to go through the middle of Seoul, and people are always going there to ride their bikes and run and have picnics and eat, hangang ramyeon and all those kind of things there. So what was happening, guys, is people, I don't know if they were young people or old people, whatever, that people were setting up tents and making love in the tents, okay, getting very frisky and getting heavy, and other members of the public would complain about this. So in 2019, Seoul Metropolitan Government made a law that you must have 2 windows open. You can see here they got 2 windows open there, and now people are sort of complaining about their privacy. They feel their privacy is being invaded. We've got some commandos, we've got some bomponan saram들. They're saying, I got the windows down, I can still do it. I'm not afraid coming there. So you've got these Romeos and you've got these Juliets, getting hot and heavy in these tents, even with the windows down. They're doing it very stealthy coming there. So what do you think about this? I mean, it is not a good image if you're walking your kids and you could hear some noises going on, some intimate noises, and some motion going on there. you know, is it a sign that the economy is hard, so we're looking for a bit more a cheaper place to do this kind of thing outside? Obviously, people living with their parents can't do this. They might not have enough money for a motel or even a car. Or is it the thrill? Is it the thrill of doing this in public? Okay, that could be another factor that's influencing there. So yes, let me know what you think about this. You know, do you think the window should be up and then people should be left to do their own business? I don't agree. I don't really agree there, because it's a family environment there. There's a time and there's a place if you want to make, you want to have an intimate time with your partner here. That's, you know, please be observant there. I'm sure if you were at that young age and you saw the same thing, you'd probably be a bit wondering and traumatized about that kind of thing. So yeah, if you are going to do it, be responsible. And as I say before, as I always believe, safe sex is best sex, guys. Please make sure we're protection. It's not about just birth control, but there's a lot of sexual disease that go around. People might be ashamed, feel that their partner doesn't trust them if they put on a condom or that kind of thing. But you know, who wants to get a positive test result for a sexual disease? You know, 자기야, 너도 좀 나 병 걸린 것 같아. 너도 검사 받아봐. You know, that's very, very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing, and sometimes it's not always treatable. So yes, please be careful, guys. Safe sex for everyone. Make love, not war, especially Israel and Hamas. I wish the world was just more peaceful at the moment, but you know, there's a lot of issues going around, a lot of macro issues, and it is weighing down on the markets there. Stay tuned for some more updates on that, by the way, this week. Let's see how the situation in Israel and Hamas develops. Watching the markets very attentively there. Okay, this has been Paul Wilson, guys, the CEO of the Hwanseung Group. I'm coming at you 5 days a week, as much as I can, Monday to Friday. Okay, Hwanseung means to transfer. We're always transferring between transport companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition. Hwanseung is about growing upon our cash cow business of corporate business English there. We want to be going to a lot of direct contracts going into the new year, and we are building upon founding the foundation for Hwanseung headhunting, which is recruitment, Hwanseung Group, which is finance, okay, and Hwanseung Budongsan, which is real estate in the future there. This is all one take. This is no editing. This is all raw. There's no script. I'm just giving you the news and with my own opinion based upon the connections that I have in the corporate world, 15 years of experience there. Watch me go in the next 3 to 5 years. Okay, it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey. Okay, live hard. Okay, go hard every day and do your best, and bear the rewards, bear the fruits of success. Okay, this is Paul Wilson. Have a good night. Those were our people today. That's Hwanseung tonight.